A federal judge wants to put a halt to a controversial logging project near McKenzie Bridge. KEZI 9 News reporter Sarah Hurwitz spoke with opponents of the goose logging sale and the Forest Service.
Cascadia Wildlands says they're happy with the judge's decision because the Forest Service didn't factor in the environmental impact. But the Forest Service says they stand by their original claim.
When we look at a landscape level for treatment of units and trying to do what's right for the landscape as a whole, that doesn't necessarily just constitute going into plantations that we've been in previously. That also means we look at some of those natural stands to see where we can do the most benefit for the ecosystem.
When the Forest Service originally looked into the logging sale by the McKenzie Bridge, it says it didn't ignore the environmental impact. The Forest Service argues preserving wildlife and plants was part of its plan.
There's a lot of effort that's taken into looking at not just producing a forest product, but really trying to address all the natural system issues that are going into making a good project.
All right, take care. Bye.
But people from Cascadia Wildlands feel different and made their voices heard in May with a lawsuit. They say the logging is too much of a threat to historic forests.
The Forest Service went out on a limb and proposed logging in a potential wilderness area, in older forests that are critical for the survival of a host of different species on the brink of extinction.
Cascadia says it doesn't stop there, that the Forest Service didn't communicate with the public until it was too late.
A lot of them first heard about the timber sale when there was timber sale flags around their property with logging units proposed to be cut. They felt like they were never properly notified about the project and essentially left out of the public process.
But the Forest Service says it did all it could to include the public.
But one of the big points for me is the statement that the only public announcement was the legal ad that was placed in the Register Guard, and actually it was published in the River Reflections, which is the local newspaper up in the McKenzie Bridge area, an entire front page spread on a field trip saying this is the project, this is the project area, it's adjacent to private land.
Both sides agree that moving forward, the community will have more involvement in the discussion. Reporting just outside of Eugene, Sarah Hurwitz, KEZI 9 News.